Folks, I am not here to take political sides, but I am here to speak to the members of the Democratic Party, strategists, and members of the DNC who do not understand why so many Jews have left the party. It's very simple. It's called the Josh Shapiro rule. Josh Shapiro, as you may know, is the governor of Pennsylvania, a purple state, a Democratic governor who's very popular, resonates a lot with the working class, with the middle class, and really brings people a lot of value that they want. He brings policies that change people's lives. He was not chosen as the vice presidential candidate for the past election. Many believe because he is so openly Jewish and proud and pro-Israel. That's one person. He was not chosen. Then you have on the other side of that, Rashida Tlaib. Rashida Tlaib is a person who brings not only no value to the Democratic Party, but she is a liability to the Democratic Party. In fact, she literally openly campaigned against the Democratic nominee, President Joe Biden. She ran the pro-Palestinian uncommitted campaign, which got millions and millions of people to support it, where she literally campaigned against the Democratic Party's nominee for president, against a sitting president. When there was primaries, she campaigned against him. There is Rashida Tlaib. Who is more popular in the Democratic Party today? Rashida Tlaib or Josh Shapiro? Very simple. That is called the Josh Shapiro rule. When you reward those who help you and you do not reward those who work against you, then you start winning. And when you start rewarding those who undermine you and you punish those who bring you value, then you lose big time. And so when you look at the unprecedented numbers of the Democratic Party right now, how unpopular it is, how many people they are losing even after the devastating impacts of the election, and even with everything that's going on in American politics today, that is a reminder of the Josh Shapiro rule. When you start rewarding those who campaign against the Democratic Party, when you punish people like Josh Shapiro who are an asset to the Democratic Party, then you lose. And another way to put this is anti-Semitism ruins everything. Everything that anti-Semitism touches dies. And so the way to look at what's going on in another way is the case of Mahmoud Khalil. Mahmoud Khalil is someone who ran chaos campaigns in Columbia University, intimidated Jewish students, and made the Columbia campus unlivable for Jews. In the wake of his disastrous and anti-Semitic actions, Columbia University became not only a national joke, but an international joke. And, of course, the university lost more than $470 million in funding that would have gone to medical research, to scientific research, physics, you name it. Mahmoud Khalil should be a persona non grata anywhere. However, when Mahmoud Khalil was detained by ICE, everyone in the Democratic Party lined up to defend him. Not everyone, but many. And so you need to ask yourself, what are your constituents looking at? Are your constituents, Jewish constituents, looking at and saying, oh, you know who I want to vote for? I want to vote for someone who's going to help a chaos agent from Columbia University who led the most viciously anti-Semitic campaign to displaced Jewish students from our university campuses and is now taken by ICE. That's who I want on my side? Or do you want someone who's campaigning for the working class, for communities across America, who's campaigning on lowering the cost of living or making healthcare more affordable? Those are the questions that you need to ask yourself. And when you see people from the Democratic Party lining up with Mahmoud Khalil, it's kind of a big turnoff for any voter that thinks about, wait, how would I be treated? Contrast, Riley Weiss, a basketball player on the Columbia University team, brought Columbia University its first victory in history, bringing it to the NCAA March Madness. Riley Weiss, a Jewish Maccabiah, proud Zionist woman. Who got treated better, Mahmoud Khalil in Columbia University or Riley Weiss? Mahmoud Khalil, who brought chaos, destruction, and defunding on Columbia University, or Riley Weiss, who brought Columbia University its greatest win in basketball history of Columbia? Who gets treated better? And the answer is, of course, the University has done more and paid more to stand on the side of Mahmoud Khalil. And so you need to remember this, the Josh Shapiro rule. Simple. People who help you, often Jews, do you treat them well? Do you reward them? Or do you reward chaos agents like Mahmoud Khalil, like Rashida Tlaib, people who bring destruction, hate, racism, and anti Semitism? Who are you going to help? And it's that which will determine the future of the Democratic Party. If the Democratic Party learns to reward those who help it, the Josh Shapiros of the world, if Colombia learns to reward women like Riley Weiss who give it these extraordinary victories, they will continue to win. But if you reward people like Rashida Tlaib, who decided that because of her support for Hamas or for Gaza, she would sacrifice the Democratic Party and campaign against it, you keep losing. If you side with Mahmoud Khalil, someone who brought extraordinary destruction and loss to Columbia University, then you keep getting more and more losses. So, as parents and teachers like to say, choose wisely. Choose wisely, reward those who are with you, and do not reward those who bring destruction to you, because anti Semitism costs everyone.